and we'll be back soon. So last time on Tales of Agius, the party split off to go and do some different adventuring activities. Some went to follow some secret runes, some went to visit magic shops, and some went to go fight in an arena, which was very interesting. Some of the party members met back up. Veldren, Sybil, Astra, and Bishop all reconnected in the town square, only to be confronted by some members of the Mystic Elite. The rest of the party was informed to flee by Bishop, as Bishop had a final stand in the square, falling to the Mystic Elite members. But the rest of the group was able to escape and make their way back to their home base at the Tall Tankard Tavern. On the other side of town, Aridia and Cordelia got into a confrontation, fighting to hopefully make some money, but also potentially find out some information about where the broker might have disappeared to. The fight went quite well. They fought against Guts, who was seemed to be affected by some sort of fiendish magic that gave them regenerative abilities, but they were able to overcome it and defeat this person. Quiet bee is quiet. I'm quiet? What? Hang on. Let me fix that. You're telling me this now?
You could also refresh Morgan's camera because she's back.
Oh, is it not showing up? Oh no. Let me fix that real quick. Yes. Someone else finish the recap while I do that. Throwing y'all under the bus. Let me fix this.
What happened to learn where the demon powers came from and possibly find a solution there. The person tried to back out on getting the winnings, tried to sabotage the fight so that the two of these wouldn't win. They went in, basically interrogated her, and had her write down the name, which was a pretty creative. It was a pretty creative thing to try to get around the non-speaking, but it actually it still gave the information, which was the intent of the contract. So therefore, the contract still dissolved her into a puddle on the ground. They found the gold, they got the information, they figured out that the demon's kind of probably in a temple in the labyrinth, where there is an entrance to the labyrinth here in the city itself.
Cordelia knows where it's at.
Cordelia knows where it's at. Came back to give the information, and well, we had to kind of tell the two what had happened, considering Aridia's family just died. It was a very heart-touching moment between Aridia and Sybil, and then also between Cordelia and Astra, as the two began to comfort each other, while Veldren stayed downstairs to kind of keep an eye on the door, make sure that no one was coming in, and deal with grief in his own way.
Yeah.
And we had ended off with everyone going to bed.
It did not end up with people going to bed. It is the middle of the day, so I hope people are not going to bed.
I'm incorrect.
No, you're so good. I believe the last thing we saw.
Later.
Y'all, it's like y'all went out and did morning activities. Yeah, it's kind of maybe 2 p.m. ish right now. It's just past lunchtime sort of thing. But I do believe the last thing that we kind of saw that perhaps might not have caught Veldren's eye at first was an individual wearing a pointed witch's hat that some of you have spoken with, shuffling a deck of cards, and you know this NPC as Minerva. Sorry, I'm grabbing things. Sorry. So many notes, so many things. I gotta make sure I have everything. Huh? I'm a professional, y'all. So professional. Yep, there we go. But yes, the last thing you saw was Minerva shuffling her cards and drawing the Hanging Man card, sighing, and then flicking her wrist as the card kind of vaporized in her hand. One fate come to pass. And I think that is where we kind of pick up today. I think probably in this moment, Veldren, as you're kind of like in thought, perhaps maybe just out of the corner of your eye, maybe just see kind of just like a flick of flame, kind of just out of the corner of your eye, and you look up and you do just see just this card in this woman's hand just kind of flick out of existence in a kind of puff of smoke. Seems somewhat magical in nature. You hadn't noticed her before, but she kind of sits at this table. Kind of dark black robes, a kind of pointed witch's hat, glasses on her nose, kind of faded pinkish hair, black lipstick, and just seems to be just studying these cards. But yeah. Where is everyone else at in this moment? Oh, Morgan, hold on. Your microphone is like mega. I don't know what's happening to it. I don't know what that was. There was like mega interference. Is your phone really close to your laptop or something? I don't know what that was. It sounded very interference-y. Try again?
Is it okay now?
Oh, yeah, all good now. Perfectly fine now, yeah. Don't know what that was.
Weird. Sorry.
No, you're all good.
Man, this is so homophobic during Pride Month.
During
Pride Month?
Happy Pride, everybody.
God, my internet fucking died. That's homophobic. I probably would have come back downstairs at this point, leaving Astra by herself and leaving Aridia alone. Just... She wants to help, but she's like, I think the best thing I can do is not be there right now.
Okay. Where would you be?
I think she like left Astra's room and kind of probably like looked over to where Aridia's room is and could hear like faint crying. And just kind of takes a breath and goes back downstairs, and probably sits down next to Veldren.
Okay. Yeah. Veldren, you see Cordelia come down the stairs and kind of take a seat next to you as you're kind of in thought as you see this woman across the bar.
Yeah, I think my eyes would have definitely like caught the flame, like almost like
Definitely magical.
eyes snapping over. I'm like, oh, there's a fire in the building. Like, okay, wait, no, we're fine. Just probably a little jumpy after today's events.
Understandable.
And then would probably like eyes over there, and then just kind of like not like hardcore studying this woman, but like, you know how people watching, you know, like whenever you're like out like getting coffee and you people watch a little bit, you know, it's probably a little bit like that. Like, that's interesting. And I'd look over to Cordelia and she came down like, those come back, everything as well as it can be.
Decent way of putting it, I think. I think she kind of like truly. She's just like,
yes. I think probably like moving on. Have you met many of the people? Like abrupt subject change. Like, have you met many of the people in this tavern? It's like I see a few interesting characters, and eyes would just kind of flick over to the obviously very magical woman in the in the town that is, or in the country that's not supposed to be magical.
I mean, she doesn't look obviously magical, but she's like the attire would suggest
burning
such. But
cards in
there are
the
people that
middle.
don't have magic that would wear similar attire.
She's burning cards in the middle of the tavern.
You would seem to be the
Seems
only
pretty
person who
magical.
noticed it.
Hey, wait, sorry, I just wait. Okay.
As a witch, I'm offended, and it's during Pride Month, so it's also homophobic.
Guys, I can't be homophobic. I have so many gay friends.
God damn it, Morgan.
I'm repping bisexual icon Evan Buckley right now. I can't be homophobic.
Morgan, you are the gay friend too.
I am the gay friend. That's true.
Anyway, ADHD gets.
I think Cordelia kind of looks around and looks back at you and goes, "Oh, you don't know when to mind your fucking business, do ya?"
Oh, me? Of course
With
not.
like a smirk.
Yeah, no, like Veldren absolutely gives like the same kind of smile back of like, it's like, oh, you're a little sibling. That's
Right.
little sibling energy. It's like,
Um,
of course I do.
I'm gonna. Who else do we see in the tavern besides the witch?
Make me a perception check.
Sure.
Can I give the help action?
Sure. Yeah. I was gonna say either you can roll or you can give the help action. If you're also looking.
What do you want? What do you want to do? You want to roll or give me the help action?
Well, I'll roll. Let's see how my luck is
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
All right.
15.
15 from Belgium. What was yours, Cordelia?
17.
17. Okay. Veldren, you look around and kind of going off the vibes, you're kind of looking for more kind of magical things as you've seen this woman. Actually, you probably both see this. You see kind of maybe a few tables over, you see a kind of group of similarly dressed in kind of like dark robes figures kind of just sitting around the table, just like talking. They're just wearing like cloaks. Some of them have kind of hoods up, others do not. And then you see kind of one figure kind of sat like at the head of the table, kind of facing away from you guys. And they all seem to be conversing with this individual. They just seem to be having casual chatter, but they do seem, put it this way, the vibes match, even if they're not sat together. So you think maybe, perhaps there might be something going on there, in terms they might have some magical properties to them as well. But outside of that, you see Rella across the bar, definitely getting into some arm wrestling contests with some people. I think Ezra's probably with her, kind of just like watching, looking really concerned. As like she is just one after the other, just like beating people. She's just like looking at them, just like, you look like you're gonna break their arms. Oh my god! Like he looks a little like, he's like the one guy, the one person at the party that's just sat there not talking to people with a glass of water. That's Ezra. He's just like, he's just like very lost, but it doesn't want to be alone, so it's kind of just sitting with Rella. Yeah.
That's a horrible comment. Rella's a horrible influence on my boy. My fully adult boy.
Your fully adult boy.
My fully adult son.
Yeah. Cordelia's gonna like only just kind of bring her hand up to point. So she's not like, hey, look. She's like very kind of subtly pointing at the group of cloaked individuals, and she's gonna kind of lean towards you and go, see, I think they're part of a cult, but right now they're having a meeting to try to overthrow their cult leader because they don't like how he does the cooking in the cult, and they're real sick of it.
It's very interesting. I wasn't quite getting cult vibes. I was getting more like theatrical troupe going in from the next town over, planning the next play of what is about a cult, exactly about what you were describing.
Oh, so you think they're doing a play about a cult? Who's that
Yes.
Who's that really famous writer that everybody does shows about? Oh, what's the name? What's the name? What's the name? Oh, I can't think of it. I hate the theater, so I couldn't tell you. Isn't it something like
He's
like
he seemed to
a
be quite the type to enjoy the theater.
is it called like Hate Spear or something? Something like that? So overdone. I'm sick of seeing shows by that playwright.
I thought you just said you weren't much of a person to go see plays, so how can you be sick of something you've never seen?
How many places I've traveled and I've seen posters with that fucking person's name all over them?
Oh, so it's just more the name you don't like. So what if you made it into like an anagram? Just change it around a little bit.
And I probably wouldn't recognize it. I still wouldn't go see the show.
Are you making
Understandable,
William Shakespeare canon in Ages? God damn it.
Done.
Fuck it, he's somewhere in the world. Sure. A person who is a playwright called William Shakespeare is somewhere in Aegis. Chat, you heard it here
No.
first.
I said Hate Spear. I said Hate
Spear. Sorry. Sorry, what's the full name?
The full name is Billiam Hatespear.
Billiam
actually.
Hatespear. Got it. Cool.
Yep.
Well, there is a Billiam Hatespear somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
You heard it here
Billy
first.
hates to some.
Billy hates.
Billy Mays here.
I hate it.
Sorry.
Cordelia would just go. I mean, you ever been on a ship before, Veldren? It's full of fucking failed actors, and I'm sick of it.
Cordelia, I want you to look at me and tell me if you think I've been on a ship before.
I mean, you said you've traveled to a lot of different places, and some places you need a ship to get there.
I've traveled to a bunch of different places here in Gloria. There's probably not a town or ruin or forest I haven't explored here. Bit of a local expert. could say.
What's your favorite place you've been to?
Oh. Well, I do have a soft spot for the capital. That's where I grew up, you see. But that's a boring answer. And it's got its own problems. There's this little clearing, about a day and a half's travel from here, actually. A clearing in the forest that has a nice little pond, and it's set in the perfect spot to watch the sunset. I think so far has been my favorite spot. It is quiet, it is filled with nature, and you can just see the magic of the material plane there. I think that would have to be my favorite place.
That sounds really beautiful.
It is.
So you've never made it out of Gloria? Never been to like Draconia or the Aurora Isles or anything?
No. I can't say I have. I've always had family to take care of here. And, well, now things have led to me needing to leave. I'm looking for things. Looking for a cure for restoration type of magic. And that's not really something that can be found here.
DM, have I ever heard about a cure for restoration magic in all the places I've been to?
It's like a cure, like a restoration kind of cure.
You know, have I ever heard any sort of like rumblings or overheard anything?
Make me your choice of. Actually, no, it would probably. Yeah, make me your choice of either a straight up what would be a good one for your memory? Probably my brain is struggling. Either I would say either a medicine check or it'd probably be like insight, I think. Just like thinking back on things.
They're both
Or history,
the
sorry, my
same.
bad. I forgot history checks exist. I'm an idiot. I was like, I
Yeah,
swear there's a check.
you're fine.
History or medicine, your choice.
Again, they're both the same.
All right, your choice. Hey, they might be different.
I'll do history. I'll do history. 18.
18.
Mhm.
You you've heard of people looking for similar things. You've heard of people kind of needing restoration magic outside of its regular properties, because there are you know that there are spells that people use, lots of clerics and stuff use for healing sickness or illness, or just general sort of things like that. You're not fully sure how it works because you don't really do magic outside of your own personal magic that you've come to. But yeah, you are aware of there are definitely things like like lesser restoration, greater restoration, things like that, spells that exist.
Yeah.
With you said it was a 17 you got, yeah?
Yeah, 18.
18, yeah. With your 18 though, I will say you do know that when you were last in the Aurora Isles, which was relatively recently, kind of before you left for your last trip to go get the artifact.
In fact, yeah.
There was rumors of, well, actually, you know that one of the islands was kind of, that were having a problem with their water supply, and it was making people really sick, and they didn't know why, because it was supposed to be fresh water. Maybe people thought it was poisoned. And when clerics went to try and heal people, they couldn't.
Interesting. Okay.
Just something that stands out to you. It wasn't all across the Aurora Isles. It was in one set location. And people were kind of avoiding that.
Okay. And the clerics couldn't. It didn't work.
With your 18, yeah, from what you heard, it was that was kind of what stuck out to you. You kind of heard rumors about it in a tavern, just someone saying, it's like, oh, I heard there was this island was having a problem with their water supply. Yeah, and they sent some clerics, and apparently it wasn't working. Their magic was acting up or something. Like, you heard kind of just whispers in a tavern of something like that, and kind of maybe one of the ship captains, when they were asking where you were going, be like, oh yeah, avoid that. I hope you haven't got any business over there, because it's a little weird over there right now. Just avoid it. But you weren't going that way, so you didn't really inquire further. Yeah.
Veldren, you sort of see, like, I'll give this to you, and then I'll make you do an insight check to figure out the rest. You see, like, the gears kind of turning in her head as you say that. And then you probably see them stop. And give me an insight check.
Ooh. 19.
Yeah. You see a hint of recognition in her eyes.
Something I say remind you of something?
Maybe.
What part? Looking for a cure? Or...
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
Looking for a cure? Or...
Are you asking
magic
if I
of some
am?
kind? Of course I am.
No. I don't really got any use for magic. It's not what I do.
Most people have a use for magic. They just haven't found it yet.
No one in my family is magical. Never has been.
He will remember the lightning that whenever they first met, like, Oh, so is it just a normal family trait to be able to conjure lightning?
I mean, that sort of isn't necessarily magical. It's just something I can do after being struck by it. If you're
Well, sounds
asking
kind
if
of
that's
magical
a
to me.
uh I guess more elemental than anything.
Quite. Well, if you're ever not looking for a cure and you find something, just let me know.
She sort of nods her head and kind of goes back to scanning, and her eyes land on the witch, and she goes, "Oh, what do you think her deal is? What do you think their deal is? I don't want to assume gender."
Looking at the so sorry.
Happy Pride Month,
Happy
everybody.
Pride Month.
looking at the person, looking at the witch, can I make any assumptions about, like, are they messing with a deck of cards, or are they
You can
like
visibly see her like shuffling cards and like looking through them and kind of checking stuff. Like she seems, you can gauge. I mean, you've seen this sort of thing before. She seems to be some sort of
Mhm.
card reader, like fortune teller sort of thing. But you, I mean, you've seen magic before, and you know that there are people that do this
Mhm.
with different types of magic.
Yeah.
But you know that this is like arcane in nature. She clearly has some sort of arcane nature to her readings.
Does she seem legit? Like, can I make a check? Does she seem like
Make an arcana check.
Is this like a charlatan? Is this like a charlatan or
Make an arcana check.
21?
21. Seems to be. You kind of like, you look over like the cards that she's going through, and like you've seen like people do readings like this before where they'll ask people to pick one, or you know, they'll just draw one out themselves. These cards almost seem to kind of summon themselves forward. Like there's some otherworldly essence that is at work here. They seem legit. And they're not, they don't seem to be putting on a show. Like you're watching, so you can see, but she's not like making a show of it or like bringing people over or anything like that. She's clearly not trying to make money out of anything here that from what you can see. Like this is not what you would consider a charlatan, really. She seems pretty legit.
I think Vel's eyes will light up a bit and be like, a diviner. A legitimate one from what I can see.
You sure it's not a trick? So I know a lot of people like that. Come across many in my time, and they're very perceptive. Pick up on the little details about you. Try to make it seem like you can see the future or know what's going to happen to you based on that. I wouldn't trust
The way
it.
she holds the cards. The way she holds the cards. It's not that of a charlatan. It's of a skilled practitioner. You may know a lot about people, but I do know a lot about magic. And I think Vel will get up and will go to put his money where their mouth is.
You making your way over?
Yeah, I think so.
Cordelia, do you follow, or are you just watching from a distance?
I think I'm gonna watch for now and wait till Veldren comes back to the table. But I'm keeping a close eye on this supposed diviner.
Astra, Sybil, and Aridia. What are you guys up to as this is all happening downstairs?
Astra's still sobbing her eyes out.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cuddle Rust. Cuddle, my boy. Cuddle Rust and Atlas.
You do have both Rust and Atlas with you. They would both be comforting you. comforting you, playing together to distract you, that sort of thing, trying to cheer you up. Yeah. If there's nothing else, Sybil and Aridia?
We said it at the end of last session. Aridia 100% has cried themselves to sleep in Sybil's arms, and is mechanically. I need a short rest real bad.
Yeah, I will say that you guys are
Post-fight.
actively taking a short rest currently as you're doing light activity here.
But if
Yeah.
Sybil's there for a little bit as she's sleeping, you can watch the pink start to drain, like from the root out away, and the hair slowly starts to be white and not pink, except for the very tips. So as I shift seasons
Oh,
into winter.
entering your edgelord era.
100%. Yeah, the hair is mostly white now with just kind of the deep magenta pink tips.
Okay. Love it. Sybil, you see that? As Aridia seems to go into kind of
hair dye?
their
Yeah, I
trance
thought it was
state. As Aridia doesn't sleep because elf.
They can still sleep.
They
You just
can
don't
sleep,
have-
yeah,
I'm
fair
sleeping.
enough.
This is like an exhaustion.
Fair enough.
emotional-
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I sleep it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, yeah, Sybil would stay with her and then go into like, okay, I need to do something to help mode. And so she would kind of like scooch out and would kind of slink away to go and like go get some like food or something for Aridia, and then would probably see what the other two are doing and get curious and probably kind of sit next to Cordelia
Yeah.
for a second just to be like, what's going on? Is everything okay? As I'm waiting for the food to get brought
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, you're absolutely able to order some food. But yeah, you sit down next to Cordelia.
She's sipping on a drink as she's kind of keeping her eyes on this person that's giving Veldren a reading, and will just kind of side glance you and go, "You doing all right? And don't lie to me. Pretty good at picking out when people lie."
I didn't really know them, but what he did was very brave. And so I worry for the other two.
Can I insight check you?
Of course. No.
No,
Oh.
you're
not
not
What are
allowed
you
to know what's
insight checking?
going on in my brain.
What are you
I
insight checking?
want-
Just so I know what to roll, because I think I have
Of
different
course.
things.
I want to know if there's anything that Sybil is holding back about how she feels about the whole situation.
Okay. 23.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, I'm gonna let you win that.
Okay.
No.
Damn.
No.
For a 21.
Okay, you win. No, that's a nat 20. I honor that.
Oh, thanks.
I think you would probably see that she's like trembling a little bit. Like she looks like shaken. And gosh, with a nat 20, you probably see like a drip of blood coming down from one of the bracelets. That is kind of drying, that she hasn't bothered to wipe away yet.
Mm-hmm. She's going to slide you a napkin. And she's just going to go, You're not as good at hiding things as you think you might be.
She'll just like slide the napkin over. And just like without even looking, like kind of clean up her arm a little bit and then set it back on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I told Veldren. He said a similar thing. Grief doesn't care how well you know someone. It's still gonna come after you, one way or another. And if you don't let it, that's a whole other mess you got to deal with.
I'll have time for it soon. Other people need me. And then I'll deal with it.
Ah. The caretaker? But what happens when there's no one looking after the caretaker?
I guess we'll find out. So what are they doing?
Great transition.
Don't know. Getting a reading.
Yeah.
And then sort of under her breath, just to you, will go, I'm not done talking to you about this.
All right.
Yeah. As we head back over to Veldren, as you kind of approach the table, she'll kind of look up, making no effort to hide the cards or anything, but she'll kind of like look up to you. And what's your passive insight, Veldren?
High, like 11.
11. Okay. Yeah. She just like looks up,
Yeah.
kind of just like just gives you a little bit of a smile. Hello.
Hello. I was wondering if you were offering readings.
I am actually. For my time, I simply ask for 1 gold, but I am prepared to give you a
course.
reading.
I would love to.
Of course.
Trying to prove a point to a friend of mine.
Oh, I see. What sort of point are you trying to make?
That your magic is real.
Hmm.
I believe you're a true practitioner, from what I can tell. And I do hate to be wrong.
If you are concerned about my credentials, I do have a license if you wish to see it. Temporary,
don't
as
have to
I'm
worry
not
about that.
native to these lands.
Where are you from?
Well, originally I came from Phelan, but I've traveled all around with my group. There are many of us who come from all over. But,
Interesting.
yes. Long time ago now. Haven't been back in a
How long?
while. What was that, sorry?
Veldren. As he asked, how long?
Maybe 10 years now?
It is quite a while.
Hmm.
He'll take a seat in front of her.
Do you offer her the 1 gold piece that she's asked for?
Yes,
Okay. Okay,
I do.
cool.
I
Just
do
making
slide
sure. Just
off.
making sure.
I've already marked it off.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. And she'll start shuffling the cards. I will look for your past, your present, and your future and see what it holds for you. Hopefully, the past and present shall suffice for your friend. And then your future, well, we shall see. She shuffles through the cards and then draws first one, places it down. Second one kind of comes out, places it down. third one drops out, and she'll place it on the table. We shall start with the past. She reaches out and turns over the card. I do not know how to pronounce this one correctly, so if I pronounce it wrong, don't laugh at me. The Hierophant. I believe that's how it's said. I don't know. Reversed. This card stands for rebellion and subversiveness. Perhaps you have a past of disagreeing with Gloria's laws, shall we say. Or perhaps that's just a good guess. She smiles. There's no malice in that smile, but she just kind of smiles.
Oh yeah.
Does Veldren give anything away with that,
Veldren-
or is he just stone-faced?
He's a very neutral, straight face, like a very neutral, like he's still smiling and everything, and he just nods. Like I could see moments of maybe not against Gloria, but you could say I was a rebellious child.
It's good to question our surroundings and questions what our peers tell us to be true versus what we see in the world around us. She moves to the presents card. And for your present, the moon reversed. This card is often a depiction of... Did we just lose Jay?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That timing.
I'm
Jay
back.
was
I
so
reversed.
Jay was so
Jay went,
shocked by
and
the
I don't want
card.
to see the rest of it.
I'm
Jay
done.
hates the moon.
Jay hates the moon.
Jay's homophobic because the moon is
Why?
gay, and Jay hates the moon.
Why are the cameras not fixing themselves today? What is going on? Normally when people die and come back, they fix themselves, but not today,
No.
apparently. Jay is now not on the screen.
Die and come back.
Did you imagine?
Gosh, take it. Gosh,
Sorry,
take
we
it, Jet.
killed Jay, actually. Sorry.
Yay!
Come on, Jay, get back
What?
in here. Why is Jay's
I'm
camera?
here.
No, I see you in VOD Ninja. It's just I'm putting your thing in the stream and it's not showing up. Come back. Why no
For those
Jay?
who can't see, Jay is flexing currently.
Yeah. No one can
That's
see Jay,
actually
apparently. Why is this happening?
And why
Chat-
would you lie?
It
Oh my
wouldn't
gosh, Jay is
be
flipping
a
us
Tales of
off
Agius
right
stream
now.
without technical difficulties.
Oh, now
Jay,
Jay's
it's
flipping us
Pride
off.
Month.
Why is this happening? Stop.
It's fine. Jay can specifically flip me off during Pride Month.
Wow. Jay, could you...
That's true. That's true.
I don't know why. Why is this not working? Could you try refreshing your camera again? Sorry. I don't know what's
Oh
happening.
God,
Sorry.
that's a scary thought. That's a
I
scary
know,
thing for me
it's
to
just
do.
not fixing itself. Normally this fixes itself. I don't know why with both cameras today I've then had to go and manually redo it. I don't know why. And then it's automatically come back when you refreshed. I don't know why. Right,
All right.
fixed. Anyway, locking back in. I don't know what you missed, so I will just do the card again. So she flipped to the present next. The moon reversed. This card can often be a depiction of confusion, fear, misinterpretation. Perhaps the situation you find yourself in currently is not what it seems. Or perhaps there is something in your near future, your almost present, that will bring you confusion, fear, and perhaps be open to misinterpretation. Does that ring any bells?
There's a few things it can be.
This
I'm
isn't...
not entirely sure.
This doesn't particularly mean it's a negative thing. I mean, we all have things to fear, and with a world as grand as ours, there is always room for confusion and misinterpretation. But perhaps your future will bring us full circle. She flips over the final card. The Hermit. In your future, you will be in a search for truth and inner guidance. You're looking for something. You're looking for answers. Perhaps the right thing to do with your rebellious spirit, perhaps. Well, these are your cards, but I now have but one question to ask you. Which of these do you think will define you? Your past, your present, or your future? She gestures to the 3 cards in front of you.
Veldren sits for a second and considers the cards. Before he picks the middle one, the present.
Yeah. You pick that card and you almost feel, as you kind of take it, you almost feel a kind of magical connection with it. This, perhaps Veldren picks up on it immediately, or perhaps it might take him some time. But this card does give you a magical boon. One-time use. As does everyone's card. Everyone that's had a card already, don't worry, you have a thing. I didn't have them ready last time we did this, but I do have them all ready now, so I'll be able to tell everyone at the end. But for this card, you're gonna love this one. You, with this card, can expend it to use at any point, one-time use. Gives you a use of the spell Legend Lore.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Very
Doesn't
good.
cost a spell slot. You don't have to be the regular level that you would need to be to cast the spell. It doesn't need to be in your spell list. You simply can use an action to use the card. It is one-time use, so once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. Veldren, you would definitely get the impression that this kind of contains great knowledge, perhaps in something that you're looking for, or is perhaps a key to a lock you cannot yet unlock. But yeah.
There's so many things I could use it for. I already have like 3 different things I want to use it on.
Yeah, it's true. You have also got the rest of the campaign. So, yeah.
If I could have answers now.
Yeah.
I think Veldren's eyes definitely light up, almost realizing what it can do before he stows it away in his pack. Thank you.
Of course.
Truly.
And if your friend is so skeptical, perhaps they might like a reading themselves. If they do not trust your word.
I think I can know how I can get her over here. And Veldren will stand and offer a small bow to her.
She will smile and kind of nod her head. I wish you safe travels, wherever they may take you.
You as well. What was your name, by the way?
Minerva. And your own?
Thank you, Minerva. Veldren.
Veldren. Well, it is very nice to meet you.
And I'll go back to the group.
Mhm.
Go back to the table. She's real. Her magic is true.
Some people are really good at tricking others.
She told me things I've not told anyone else.
Like
Tell you
what?
what, if you go get
She kind of like
tricky,
raises up her eyebrows a little bit.
tricky. If you go get a reading from her, I'll buy you a drink. How about that?
Kind of drink?
A drink of your choice within a reason.
Ooh.
One drink, not a bottle.
I don't like how smart you are sometimes.
I do like how smart I am.
How about a drink? And I get to ask you one question that you have to tell me the truth to?
Whose truth? Your truth, my truth, Sybil's truth?
Your truth.
Or Sybil's just like, what the fuck? I'm just
If I
sitting
wanted
here.
to know, if I wanted
Sybil's
to
here
know
to order
things about,
food.
Sybil out here
wanted to-
catching
if I
strays.
wanted to, truly, if I wanted to know things about Sybil, I'd ask Sybil.
Fine, but only if I can do the same to you. Equal trade.
You drive a hard bargain. Anyone ever tell you you'd be a pretty good pirate?
Believe it or not, no. No one has ever told me I'd be good as a pirate.
She holds her hand out.
I'll shake.
I will reluctantly get up. I will look at Sybil with a look of, our conversation's not over. And I will make my way over to Minerva.
Yeah. Kind of watches you, kind of almost like has been almost like watching this conversation. It's too far away for her to like eavesdrop, but she's kind of been watching just the group of you kind of chatting, and so she sees you coming over and just gives you a smile.
I will take the I'm assuming like there's a chair in front of the table that she's at that people are sitting at, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I take the chair and flip it around and sit
You're
down
so
like
gay.
that?
You're so gay, Morgan.
and put my arms on top of the back of the chair.
Sure. Kind of raises an eyebrow. Was your friend able to convince you of my magic?
Oh, darling, no one can convince me to do anything I don't want to do.
But you're here, aren't you?
I'm here to see if you're as good as tricking people as I think you might be.
Believe it or not, it is not for me to decide. It is up to the cards and the magic that be.
All right, yes, of course, the cards.
Yeah. She starts. So she'll ask for the 1 gold.
Cordelia will shoot Veldren a dirty look.
You're
As
muted.
she very reluctant.
Jay, you're muted.
Just keep going. Just keep going. I say nothing. I say nothing. Just keep going.
As she will very reluctantly pull out a gold piece.
She takes
and
this
drop it on the table.
Yeah. Takes it graciously. Nod. And yeah, she'll start shuffling the cards. She draws the first one. And places it down in the past position. Draws the second one and places it down in the present position. And then she goes to draw a third card. One slips out of the bottom on its side, landing in the future spot. Kind of just raises her eyebrows. Well, there's something else at work here then.
Me, Morgan the player, I hate that. Oh, Cordelia rolls her eyes and is like, this bullshit.
Okay. She will kind of look and go, well, then let's take a look at your past, shall we? She reaches out a hand and turns it over. The lovers, reversed.
Okay.
Loss of balance. One-sidedness. A disharmony in your life. There was something in your past, wasn't there? You were not quite satisfied, perhaps. So you chose a more exciting life. Or perhaps you felt like you had to. The card can mean many things. Does that
I'm sure it
align?
can.
Make me a deception check.
Deception check on one. All I said was I'm sure they
You
can
say
about the card.
okay, but would Cordelia have had no reaction to that?
I think I think her reaction would have been like, I think it's like a come on of like, it's very much a reaction of like, this is so vague, and this could be about anyone kind of
Okay.
situation. Not that it doesn't ring true,
Sure.
but more of like a this isn't specific. You could
Sure.
have pulled this on anyone. Who here isn't happy in their previous life and has done something to change that? She's still very skeptical.
Sure. She reaches over to the present card and turns it over. The Tower. Sudden upheaval in your life. Broken pride. Some sort of disaster. You're not at your personal height right now, are you? Not an insult on yourself, but perhaps you were put in that position by others. The world around you treating you unfairly. Regardless, you have fallen a little.
She grinds her teeth together a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And she'll kind of just nod. Please do not take any of this personally.
You know, I would be very careful because other people, not me, might be offended by some of those words coming out of your mouth.
I am simply interpreting the cards. What is the phrase one might use? Don't shoot the messenger.
Just a friendly word of advice.
She again, there seems to be no malice to her. She's just genuinely just, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then for your very interesting future, there are two interpretations to each card. It's upright position and it's reversed, but this could be either. Perhaps your future is uncertain. She flips over the final card. The world. In its upright position, it can stand for fulfillment, harmony, completion. Perhaps you will find what you were looking for in your past that you were missing. But in its reverse position, it can mean quite the opposite. Incompletion. A lack of closure. I suppose when it is in this position, it is truly up to you, and the decisions you make going forward will determine whether you shall be fulfilled or go full circle and return to your past. And now I ask a very important question of you. Which one of these cards do you feel will define you the most? Your past, your present, or your future?
Hmm. She kind of looks over the cards. I try not to I try not to dwell on the past, so let's go with the future.
All right. And yeah, as you kind of pick up the card, you also receive a magical boon. Yeah, you kind of feel this connection, and as you kind of go to pick up the card, do you think, actually, I'll ask you this one. For you, Cordelia, given your powers, would you say you more
Sure.
often get static shocks or less often than the average person?
I think more. No,
More?
yeah, I think more often.
Okay.
Yeah,
In this
definitely.
moment, you go to pick up the card, and there is almost like a snap sound as you feel a static shock as you pick up this card. One of the more
She
stronger
doesn't
ones you've
drop.
felt.
She doesn't drop the card, but it's like a visible kind of shock
Mhm.
to her body a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you hold this card and you almost feel that kind of tingle go up through your hand, up into your arm, into your full body. Yeah. With this card, it's actually, yeah, I wrote this slightly differently. Never mind. Hold on. So as you kind
You're
of
fine.
pick up the card, its ability seems to be used instantaneously. As the card itself, when the static shock happens, you kind of feel that shock and you almost kind of try to hold on to the card, but it kind of seems to sink into your hand, and you look down and there is a ring on your finger. A silver band emblazoned with lightning. This is a magic item that you can attune to, Cordelia.
Yeah.
This is a ring of lightning. It gives you one use of the Call Lightning spell per day.
Damn.
Yep. It's a
That's
spell you normally wouldn't have access to, but I think it's
No.
very on brand for Cordelia.
Oh, so on brand. I think like she feels the shock and then she sees the ring and her eyes kind of go wide. And she kind of looks at her and goes, "Are you serious right now?"
Absolutely so. She doesn't seem shocked by this. Didn't mean to be a pun, but yep.
Oh, that I didn't catch that. That's funny.
Abigail did.
Abigail always catches it. You know, I had a ring on my finger before. Didn't quite fit the first time. Not sure it's going to fit now.
She shrugs. It is yours now. What you choose to do with it is your choice.
What do you get out of this?
I help people.
Besides coin.
Well, I
You-
suppose there
you
is an
think
element
this
of
is
coin.
helping? You think this
It's-
is helping giving people vague answers on their past and present, then telling them their future is in their hands as if they don't already know that?
Some people don't. Some people seek guidance. Some people don't know what lies in store for them, and asked for guidance. I didn't force you to come to this table, you chose to be here. Which tells me that you wanted some guidance.
No. I wanted to see if I was right about you tricking people, and I think I am. And I will stand up and walk away from the table.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I almost had her say something, but she didn't. No, she's not going to. No, she doesn't say anything. No, she kind of just will shrug. You can believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
You return to the table.
Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good piece of gold.
What's on your finger?
I don't know, some fucking ring. Don't know how
Is that
she
why you
managed
took the
to.
card? Is that why you took the card? Because it was a waste of gold? You could have not taken it.
Sure. Call it curiosity. But that's why the saying goes, curiosity killed the cat.
And satisfaction brought it back.
Well, consider me less than satisfied. She just gave me vague answers about the past and present and then told me my future was in my hands. Please.
Vague. Is that why you had such a strong reaction to what she said?
I'm not a fan of being tricked. And I was tricked. She didn't tell me anything I didn't already know.
If you say so. Sybil, it is truly magical. It is true sight, from what I can see. If you'd like to get your own reading.
Wouldn't that be a bad thing in my case if it was real?
She's not. You know things about me. And she saw those things. She's not native to here and does not agree with a lot of things that are done here.
Oh, is she here for the tourney?
She's here to travel, to see the sights. She's originally from Phelan and hasn't been home in quite some time.
I don't know. Probably go check on Aridia.
I can go check on Aridia if you'd like.
I was kind of more looking for an excuse to not be here.
Again, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Can I make an insight check on her?
On Minerva?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Well, I've
God.
watched her do 2 of these readings now, and I'm scared.
Okay.
I don't know. Can I do an insight check on myself? Am I too scared to do this?
You don't have to if you don't want to, bud. You don't. This is a completely optional thing.
No, I,
Is it-
Abby,
is
want to
it
do
y-
it.
Yeah, it's you the player, but you the character are like, fuck.
Right.
That was my problem too.
Because she hates being
Yeah.
read for filth.
Yep.
It scares her. No, I, the player, want to do it, so I'm going to make her do it.
Okay.
And that's on me.
That's on cool shit.
Okay. Okay, but if I make a run for it, don't follow me.
All right.
I think Sybil will just stand up and will kind of just like walk over, not at all confidently,
Mhm.
just kind of shuffling over. It's like, uh, hello.
Hello, my dear. What can I do for you?
Um, my friends over there got readings done,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I don't want to take up any of your time.
I have much time to waste. I currently have no destination.
Okay, I'm just a little curious about it.
Of course, if there is anything you wish to know, all you have to do is ask.
Okay. Um. Okay. She'll just kind of scooch into the chair across from her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She'll take your 1 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, just make sure to mark that off. And then, yeah, she will start shuffling the cards. Okay. Yeah. The the past comes out. She places it down. Present does the same. Just places it down. And then future draws it, places it down. All 3 cards on the table. I will start with your past, and we shall go to your present, and then to your future. And then we will decide which speaks to you the most. Is that all right?
Mhm.
Okay. She will reach over and turns over your past card. Your friend also drew this one, but in a different position. The Hermit. Similarly, as I described to them, it is a search for truth and for inner guidance. Perhaps there was something in your past you were looking for. Maybe answers to something. Does that seem right?
Mm. Yes.
It can mean many things. It can have many interpretations. It's not set in stone, as it were. But yes, searching for truths in many things. It could be anything at all. It could be a problem you had or are currently having. It may not have gone away, or perhaps something else. On to your present. She turns over the card. The Chariot in reverse speaks to a lack of control and a lack of direction. Maybe this truth you are searching for is causing you trouble, and you're not quite sure where to turn next. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Well, let's see what the future holds for you then. And then she turns over the future card, kind of with a little bit of a smile. There we go. The Emperor stands for authority, structure, and control. Maybe now, in your present, you are struggling with whatever it is that is testing you. But it seems perhaps in your future you will gain control of this. There will be a structure to it, and it will perhaps bring you a certain level of authority. Either in yourself or perhaps in others. A leader, a friend, could be anything. But if that is to be your future, then that sounds quite bright, don't you think?
Yes. Thank you.
And now I have to ask you, which of these three do you think defines you? Your past, your present, or your future? Which feels the most important to you?
I guess. She puts her hand on the present card because I think she feels like the present is where she needs the most help.
Okay. Okay. There is a moment. You draw this card. You kind of hold it in your hand, and you feel, as you have felt a few times before, in a moment, you feel almost this surge of magic within you, like you have felt before when it is sparked out of control. You have this moment where you think, oh no, it's happening again, I'm surging, and then it stops, settles, you feel at peace again. Your magical boon. I love that you picked this one. So, this is a very Sybil specific one. If you fail your D20 spell roll on your fail table, you can use your reaction to instead succeed, and it also resets the counter back to 0.
Ooh.
So not only do you not fail, you also reset that counter as if you had failed and to suffer a repercussion. You basically counteract the repercussion that you would have had.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that
this
can
is
be
a
used
when you
after you fail as well. That's not like you have to use it before. If you fail and you're like, I want to use it, you can do that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
I love it.
But yeah, you just feel that surge, and then you almost feel like that card, almost you're holding it, almost like it's an anchor. And you just feel that magic kind of settle back within you.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. I hope it was most insightful.
It was. Thank you.
Of course. Well, I hope your friends were happy with their readings as well. I never caught your other friend's name as they stormed off. She kind of smirks to herself a little bit at that. And Veldren, I believe your other friend said the name was. What was your name, my dear? Sorry, my name is Minerva.
My name is Emrys. Thank you.
Emrys, very lovely to meet
I don't
you.
if my friend didn't share her name, I'm sorry. I don't really want to feel.
No, of course. No, I wouldn't ask for it. No, she perhaps wasn't convinced by my magic. Some never are. But what will be, will be. Safe travels, Emrys.
You too. Thank you. She'll just get up and go back towards the table. She's not going to sit down though, because she needs to get the food to Aridia.
Yeah, it would be around that time that the food arrives.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, perfect. Well, have fun with your questions to each other. I'm gonna go.
And you're able to take the food upstairs, and yeah, you're able to take it to Aridia. Do you want to go to that scene first? Because we can do that. No? Okay, cool. We'll stick with Cordelia and Veldren then. Or if Astra, do you have anything yet, or are you still crying?
It could be the time when Astra comes down to talk to Rella.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just very aware you haven't done anything yet. I want to give you some time to do something. Yeah. Yeah, you come down. You see Veldren and
Astra would
Cordelia.
have rust around. around
Oh.
her neck.
Oh.
She'd be in her. She would look like Astra.
Mhm.
She wouldn't have disguised herself yet, and her eyes would be puffy, her nose red, whatever.
Mhm.
She looks like shit.
Oh, buddy.
You know, as shitty as a Disney princess can look, you know.
Woof.
She'll like, she won't say anything to Veldren, but will like put a rest on Vel's shoulders and then walk to Rilla.
Just give a nod. Thank you.
Yeah. Rust will just kind of wrap around your neck and we'll just like just kind of just like wrap around and then we'll just come up and just kind of just sticks his little tongue out and just kind of licks your ear. Just mem. Still a little love mem.
Good boy.
Yeah. But then Astra, you see Rella across the bar. You see poor Ezra sat with her as she is one after the other, just fighting people, just slamming their wrists to the table. And just every single time, Ezra almost like jumps, like almost spilling his drink, like just not expecting it every single time. But Rella seems to be having a great time. Is a like kind of maybe like group of like 5 or 6 guys all just like I can't believe she really got you, huh? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking strong on a pretty big win streak. Oh hey Astra, you alright?
Can we talk about something real quick?
Yeah, of course. Sorry lads, one at a time. The lady needs me. You have to wait your turn. And just turn to you. What can I do for you, love?
Can I don't want prying ears.
Oh, right, you want to go
Can you-
somewhere private. Right, okay. Yeah, absolutely we can do that. You can go to my room, you can go to your room.
Either or.
Alright, you lead the way. Yeah, you guys can make your way up to your room to find some privacy. She's like, yeah, what can I do for you? What do you need?
I just have a few questions about Zariel.
Oh, yeah. She nasty piece of work.
Was she wearing a blindfold?
Roll for Rella real quick. Not that I could see. That's a thing I feel like you'd notice. Yeah. What, is she blind or something? She didn't seem like it when she was down there.
No. She I'm trying to come up with the words
Mm-hmm.
that Astra would know on how to describe why Zariel wears a blindfold, and my brain is just not working. She wore a blindfold, so she wouldn't like. My brain is blanking.
Do you want me to tell you? Because
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's because she serves as a archangel. She served blind justice, and so she quite literally blinded herself, so that celestial light would guide her rather than her own judgment.
Yeah, Astra would explain that.
So it's like a religious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That's it's not good that she doesn't have that.
Nah, she seemed a little pissed. Like, I mean, is she always that much of a bitch? How do you know her anyway?
Um,
You had a bad run-in with her
she's
before?
she was kind when I knew her.
Oh,
Actually, I not how you're describing her. Um, do do you know what she was looking for? Um, or what she was doing
well, she was
in the house?
mostly recruiting, and when people weren't joining her, she was killing them. If there were demonic leaders that would kind of stand up against her, she'd prove herself in combat. And fucking hell, I'm a gladiator. I wouldn't even last 5 seconds. And like, listen, I'm a pretty good fighter. That bitch could end me in like 5 seconds. She's fucking crazy. Uh, but yeah, she was gaining some sort of army, I guess. Talking about vengeance and something. Yeah, I cleared the fuck out of there pretty quickly. She came around Gladiator Ring trying to recruit people. I did not want any of that. So I skipped town pretty quick.
Vengeance?
Yeah. Didn't really clock on to vengeance about what, but she seemed pretty pissed off about something or somebody. I don't know. Gaining an army to go somewhere. I mean, she didn't seem like she'd be fighting in the Blood War. So, something else, I guess. I mean, if I had to take a guess, well, I mean, maybe she'd be wanting to come up here. I mean, there used to be someone guarding the way out of the hells, you know, that gate between the planes, but
That was her. Yeah.
yeah, now she's like not doing that, and she's kind of like gone down there, so like maybe she swapped side or something. I don't know. Was that blindfold magical or something? Really fucking changed her then. If she was nice when you knew her. She seemed very driven. Very yeah. Like it was really eating away at her and she kinda just blew up, you know?
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
And just 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 checking for random sake.
Yeah.
She didn't mention any star or fallen star at all, did she?
Roll again. Uh Not anything about stars. I mean, she did mention vengeance, and that was kind of the main thing. And if I had to put a guess, it'd be against someone. Was she trying to fight the stars or something? I'm only picking up on the little bits I got. Sorry, my brain's kind of empty. Too many knocks to their head, so I can only hold on to so much.
Mm.
Sorry.
It's been a while since you were there too.
Yeah. Also, I'm really fucking
Um
stupid. Listen, I'm self-aware. All right. At least I know. If I had an alignment, it would be chaotic stupid. Sorry, had to break the fourth wall a little bit there.
Oh, Rella, you are really something.
Thanks. Had a lot of
Um,
people tell me that. Don't know what that something is, but I'm assuming
um,
it's a good thing.
well, thank you for that information.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
yeah, I really needed to know that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any time. I'm not usually one for wisdom, but I will say, uh, kind of going off what I was saying about, you know, I don't know what you're dealing with right now. But don't let anyone tell you who you are and what you got to be. Yeah. If I've learned anything, don't listen to what other people have to fucking say. What they think of you. They might think you're an idiot, and maybe you are. But as long as you own it, and you be who you want to be, you define yourself. Don't let other people define that for you. Yeah?
Thank you, Rella.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get something to eat. You hungry?
Yeah, actually.
Fuck yeah, let's go get something to eat. I want a lot of gold from those fucking idiots who think they can beat me in fighting. Trust me, fucking strong. They ain't got nothing. Or like a bundle of grapes to me. She'll just
Oh,
make her
that's a
way
visual.
downstairs. Yeah. She'll just make her way downstairs and we'll happily order food for you if you want.
Astra order food. Astra eat food.
Okay. And then just to pop back to Aridia. Anything for you, or you still eat?
Oh wow. Such a good nap I have had.
I will say it's been an hour. You can get your short rest, and I
I'm
will say
awake.
everyone in this time will get their short rest, so everyone can mark off a short rest if they would like during
And
this
like
time.
as Sybil's walking up the stairs, I'm walking started to come down.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Sybil! You open the door. You hear a very familiar sound of ah.
No, roll. What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's just funny.
Again,
No.
my nose.
No, we gotta roll for this. I'm rolling a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Well, I thought that was a 9, but no, that's a 2 plus 2. 4.
4.
Yeah, that's 4.
Again.
Yeah. So will you do that
My
thing where you
nose.
you go to reach for the door handle with one hand, but like you lean forward and the tray kind of knocks into the door and kind of knocks it open, straight into Aridia's nose.
Sybil, we must really get you to start knocking, please. My nose cannot
Why
take
aren't
a
there
fourth hit.
Why aren't there any pull doors where we stay?
It is on the inside.
I brought you some food. It's all jostled on the plate now. It was
No,
all
it
pretty
is
and
touching.
now
I
it's
cannot eat it.
okay. I'm gonna go now.
I'll take the chip from Sybil kind of awkwardly. Like I don't know what to do with this.
I felt
Should
like
I?
you might want to eat. I don't know.
You know, I am not that hungry, but I will come sit
Make it-
downstairs with everyone.
I'll just awkwardly walk
think-
back down with the tray.
I walk behind her.
Yeah. You guys safely make it downstairs and are able to
Thank you.
sit with everyone else. But before that, Veldren and Cordelia.
I think while Sybil was getting her reading done, Cordelia was kind of watching, and she's very absent-mindedly kind of going between, like, running her finger over the ring that she now has in her hand
Mhm.
and playing with the ring that she wears as a necklace.
Mm.
Kind of switching between the two, absent-mindedly a little bit.
I think Veldren's eyes are on,
You're muted,
like,
Jay.
during that moment. Are
No?
Am I?
No, Jay is not muted.
No?
Oh no.
Jay is not muted.
Yeah. Morgan.
Can you not hear us, Morgan? Wait, can you hear me though? You just can't hear Jay? Okay, weird.
Let me.
Pride Month is doing God's work.
Now I can hear you. Now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Oh, you can.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, that was
So
weird.
weird.
Sorry. If one more technical thing happens, I'm gonna end up on the news.
My God. Anyway.
I think in this moment, Vel's eyes would be watching Sybil, gauging reactions to
Mhm.
like Sybil's reading and everything. Apologies if I upset you with anything I said. That was not my intention.
Think you upset me with anything you said? No. I've got a lot thicker skin than you might think.
No matter how thick the skin, an apology is always necessary in my eyes.
What do you think upset me?
You just seemed intense there. I didn't mean to pry to anything, if even by accident.
Like I said, I don't like being tricked.
Right. So I don't trick you. What drink would you like?
Whatever the strongest shit they got.
I would call over the bartender and get the strongest drink I can.
Okay. We do have some pretty strong things. The strongest we have, it is quite strong. Probably run you about 4 gold.
Of course. Yeah.
All right, mark up that 4 gold. And yeah, we'll bring you. It's like a tall glass of something. It's alcohol. Welcome back to B doesn't know alcohol. It's fine. It is an alcoholic beverage of some percentage that is quite high that wouldn't kill you, I
A
guess.
Long Island iced tea.
Sure.
I was about to say that.
Sure, whatever that is.
Get it
It's
at
a
Chili's.
mix-
It's dangerous.
It's a mixture of
It's
different
like 4 different
alcohols.
alcohols.
It's 4 different alcohols and like a little bit of Coke, and that's it.
Oh, that's
A little
dangerous.
bit of sweet and
Yeah.
sour. A little bit of sweet and sour.
Nice.
Depends
Oh,
on
yeah,
how you
that's
make
true.
it.
Yeah. Cordelia, you sip it. It's good. It's very good. Very strong.
It's like a very like like, you know, she had a fucking fight today.
Mhm.
And then she came back and went, "Who died?" And Veldren went, "Bishop, actually." And she went, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oopsie.
It's been a day. All right. What's your question?
I would think you would go first.
No. I'm interested into what question you have for me. Plus, that
As
might determine
you-
what question I ask you, because I've got a lot of questions.
He'll nod to the ring around your neck. Who's that from?
Mm.
An old lover? Friend?
There's a like mixture of emotions on her
Mhm.
face. You see, it's like you can see the wall start to
Mhm.
come up, and then it's like she remembers the deal she made with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see this kind of mixture of, oh my god, what's the word? When you're like reminiscing about the past.
Get a faraway look in your eye.
No, it's like a specific adjective.
Nostalgia?
Thank
Nostalgia?
you.
That's the one.
Yes. You see this kind of mixture of like nostalgia with a little bit of sadness and a little bit of guilt. Sort of crosses her arms. How much detail you want? Because there's a short version, there's a long version.
Let's just say however much detail you give me is how much I'll give in return.
You drive a hard bargain? You really would make an excellent pirate.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You ever looking to join?
I forgot.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, wait.
hello? Hello, Morgs?
She's coming
During
back.
Pride Month?
During Pride Month.
Morgan, if you're here, send me a sign. Send us
Camera
all a
hasn't
sign.
gone. It's just frozen. I don't know if.
Oh.
Know what's happening.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
But like, what a
Jet-
cute freeze frame.
Right? What a cutie patootie.
Oh, for real. Well, that's gonna be any. That's gonna be any freeze frame of Morgan. So.
That's true.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
So I shove Sybil down the
We
stairs.
can.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that because Sybil's behind you.
Hup, I have a fighter. I'm a fighter.
So
I
Sybil
swap
shoves you
places
down the
with people.
stairs.
It's a battle maneuver.
I
bait and
I
switch
grab,
and
I
then
reach back and I grab Sybil and I throw her over my head down the stairs
What a way to do a
For
battle
revenge.
for revenge. Vengeance.
Hey,
For
just
every
tis what my
other
oath
time that
is.
it's happened.
You just hit bottom. You just hit
Oh my
bottom in your head.
I
Just
use
like
my vow of
yes,
enmity right
good.
before I do it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, womp
people had to
Womp
1v1 in this party, she'd be dead so fast.
No, we don't be like, oh, we can't fight you. Yes, baby.
The power of being a little guy.
The power of being a little guy.
Just littlest guy.
I feel like we have a
Nobody
lot of
fights-
little guys in this
greatest
party,
strength.
to be fair.
You got one of them?
No.
We've got two little guys, we've got a
Okay.
lanky guy, and then there's Aridia.
Yes.
No.
Then we got murder hobo.
I mean,
No, you got muscle
not
mommy.
murder hobo. Muscle mommy.
We got muscle
pirate.
mommy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pirate
anyone I
gal.
murder deserves it. It's different than just murdering
What?
just because.
Honestly, so valid. Murder with reason, you know?
Thanks. I try.
Okay. Is Morgan still here? Morgan's still in the Discord.
Hi,
But-
I'm back actually.
You're back. Hello.
Hello,
Sorry.
hi. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Are you back in Bot Ninja as well? Because
Yes, there.
you. Oh, there we go. Heyo. Is the
My
stream gonna
Wi-Fi
auto
came back.
Hey, welcome back.
Well,
It's
Sorry,
not auto fixed on the
guys.
stream. I'll sort your camera out. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Why is
yeah,
it-
it's fine.
Why is it doing that? God damn it.
It's fine.
Eh.
It wouldn't be a Tales Guild stream without technical difficulties.
I can't believe they're doing this to
There we
Crit
go.
Award nominated.
Crit Award
Best D&D
nominated
player
Attack on
me.
Morgan.
for
Vote,
real.
exclamation mark vote in chat. There we go. Amazing. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Crit Award nominated, whatever. That's also my girlfriend.
All right.
That's me.
Log back in,
Okay.
gamers. Continue, Cordelia.
Yeah. Where did I stop at? Because I have no idea.
I said I'll take that as a compliment, and then you died.
Damn
Yeah.
it. She would have said, it is, and if you're ever looking for a crew, well, I think maybe I could use a few more crew members that I can actually trust.
You trust me.
Not
Thanks.
yet.
Smart.
Maybe. We'll have to see how the rest of this journey goes.
Of course.
Well, the short version is, from my ex. The longer version is, we got married too young and too fast. We were 19. Childhood sweethearts, I could say. And 10 years later, I never wanted to stay where we were from. Neither did they. The plan was always to get out, explore, figure things out together. But then you get married and you have responsibilities. Pretty soon, it's 10 years later and you're still wanting to leave and they've decided to stay. I think sometimes people like to think that spouses break up because of cheating or not being faithful or lying and all that sort of things. Sometimes the reason you fell in love with someone, same reason you start to fall out of love with them. I said I wanted to leave, and they didn't ask me to stay. So we got divorced, and I left.
Thank you for sharing.
It's in the past.
Doesn't mean it's any less hard to share.
Look, they're not a bad person at all, really. Like I said, we just got married too young and too fast.
19.
18.
You think you're on the top of the world, don't you? At that age.
Well,
I know I did.
sort of. But they're my first love, and that's always going to be special. So she kind of picks up the ring, and you'd be able to notice that looks to be made out of different types of metal, almost sort of like in lines.
Yeah. It's very well made.
They made it, actually.
Interesting. Metalsmith?
Yes.
They sound wonderful.
Well, I haven't really seen or talked to them in 6 years since I left.
Yes. Do you regret it? With your knowledge now, hindsight, would you say you regret it?
There's a lot of things I regret. But ending my marriage with Darby and leaving them is not one of them.
Good. Thank you. I suppose that's your turn now. Which of my deep, dark secrets would you like to know?
Oh, I can imagine you have quite a few. There's almost a little bit of hesitancy that you
Mhm.
kind of see her shake off, and she just goes, "Who did you lose?"
A difficult question to answer. I lost many people in my life. Not all to death, but I've lost them nonetheless. Do you want to know the ones who died, or the ones I lost through other means?
Losing people not through death is something that I can understand. Which one hurt the most?
And he thinks for a minute, trying to
Mm-hmm.
decide. Her name was Rose. Good to be married one day when I was younger. Not that she knew that. I was going to propose soon. We two were childhood friends. Not childhood sweethearts. She wouldn't give me the time of day before that. But when we got into university, she gave me a chance. We were in love. We cared for each other. I thought I could trust her with anything in my life. And then someone very close to me got sick. A type of sickness that normal medicine couldn't heal. A type of sickness that, at the time, I had no idea what it was. I've always been very smart. I may not be the strongest, the largest, but I've been one of the smartest in the room, and so I try to use my brain to find that out. Researching things considered illegal, spell scrolls, and the like. You've seen that I can be quite sneaky. Someone had to turn me in. She's the one person I didn't think would tell. I needed help. I tried to get her to help. And the next thing I knew, the guards were knocking on my door. Not seen her since.
Gotta be careful about who you let in.
You would think.
And that's fucking awful.
I agree. But I try not to let it. If I let it affect who I let in now, well, that's just letting her win one more time, isn't it? People are not her. Not everyone is her. It took me a little bit to learn that, but there are good people in this world. And people that want to help. People that see someone in need and jump in without a second thought because that person needs help. And so if I close myself off, I lose that. I wouldn't trade that for anything. Even if it means getting hurt again in the future.
Oh. You have met far greater people than I have, Veldren.
I think he smiles and would kind of look up the stairs, almost. Look over. I think his eyes would drift along Astra and look upstairs and go, I have.
What are you going to do if you ever see her again?
Probably go the other way. That is a part of my life that I do not wish to let back in. But I'm not going to hurt her or anything like that. She's just as much as a victim as I have been.
I wasn't saying you had to hurt her. Why is it that
No.
everybody immediately jumps to hurting as soon as they think about pirates? Such a stereotype. She says with like a smirk.
Yeah. What can I say? You're big, strong, intimidating.
There's not a part of you that wants to, I don't know, speak your mind to her? Tell her exactly how much she hurt you?
She knew me better than anyone. She knows exactly how much it hurt.
Why do you think she did it?
People here are brainwashed. People here follow the letter of the law, and that law has told them magic is bad. How could I hate someone that was just doing what they were told?
I don't know. I've never liked being told what to do.
I can tell. Neither have I.
That's how I got one of these, as she points to one of the scars on her face.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll kind of... You don't obviously have to be drinking alcohol. I don't know what Veldren does, but she'll kind of like raise up her glass to you and go,
Mm-hmm.
to leave in the past in the fucking past.
The past and the past. And he'll hold up like a
Okay.
glass of water.
Yeah, and she'll kind of clink it with yours.
Okay. It's probably about the time that the others come down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll look to everyone. And just kind of nod and scoot over, make some room on the bench.
You know, I've been learning a lot about Veldren. Do you know Veldren loves romance books? Like those trashy romance novels with like the man on the cover with the flowing hair and no shirt?
Yes.
Really
I think
interesting.
Veldren turns and looks at you wide-eyed of like, I didn't say that. It's like, how did you guess?
Sybil, yes, Sybil just goes, yes.
You know, that does not surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a hopeless romantic.
What? You're not the type I would have pegged for that?
Sorry.
That seems more of a Sybil ting over here. She points at Sybil.
Oh, it also is.
Oh, that's
She
why
just
you
goes
two get
right red because she's like, wait, now my secret's been, my guilty pleasure has been revealed.
Oh, that's why you two get along so well, huh?
I think we get along because we have similar sets of ideals and values.
And taste in romance novels, I guess.
And taste in romance novels. Starlight Shining. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Aridia, have you
Yeah,
read Starlight Shining?
What on
You
earth
know,
is Starlight Shining?
that is not a book that we had in Phelan. And I don't know how to read uncommon, so no, I have not read it.
We'll get you a celestial, a Sylvan sends
I'll
the
trans-
I'm
translation.
sorry. Whoa. Hold
I'll
on.
translate it.
I'm lying.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I will translate it into Elvish for you.
I do not want to listen to you translate a romance novel, Veldren.
You wound me.
Okay, but some of us do. This is me, not Astra.
If we reach 50 followers on Twitch today, Jake just read fanfiction that we write in Veldren's voice.
No.
Yes.
Here, look. If when we reach 100 followers, I'll read something on. I'll do a reading
Hey,
stream. Whatever.
yo.
In Veldren's voice.
Tell your friends. Get everyone in here.
Guys,
Get those
This
follows
is very
going.
Tell-
cool.
Subscribe.
Do not do that, please.
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments.
In the comments.
All right.
Anyways, the demon bounty situation seems like it's more connected than we originally thought.
You know about that? We just found that out.
Yeah, we found the connection to the demon. Yes, at the fighting ring.
It was on the bounty board.
I mean, how do you know about it being connected?
What?
What
Oh,
do
did-
you know?
Did you find out about it too? Here, I'll that over to Astra.
When Bishop and I were at the magic shop, the magic, the owner, said that he thinks that what happened to his shop is connected to the demon. The window was broken and it was boarded up when we got there, but the wall is like busted from like a magical explosion. And that it burns with sickly red and purple demonic nature.
That's pretty explicit.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. As I sort of side glance Aridia.
Mm-hmm.
You know that
Oh,
is very similar
right.
to the vibe we picked up when I detected them at the ring.
The magic shop, right. Astra's gonna use her hat of disguise to finally disguise herself.
Mm-hmm. Describe what that looks
Finally.
like.
Description.
So Astra looks different. No,
Astra has a
she's
mustache now.
a little. Yeah, actually. She's a little paler. Her hair is like long and black. Her eyes are really, really dark. Her face shape, like the way that I want to describe the face shape is like a little more mousy, you know, like her nose is a little more pointed, her face is a little shaped a little different. She's still like about the same height and her build still looks the same. But like looking at her, she wouldn't look like Astra. But she still has her hat of disguise, which is a nice nice sun hat with like a blue little trim and a bow, and then her blue dress that she was wearing earlier and her cloak, right? Still wearing the Astra clothes, just looks different.
Love it.
At least that solves one of our problems. Very good choice on disguises, by the way.
Thank you. Trying to find the drawing.
Yeah.
So it's all connected, then.
Oh, you have no idea, Veldren?
No, Astra.
The girl. Oh, she has
I
her
don't.
her ears are still pointy off ears. I should mention that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, the girl.
I mean, pointy human ears. Ha ha ha.
Pointy human ears,
Yeah,
obviously.
pointy human ears.
She's a human.
Totally,
Simple
for sure.
human girl.
Definitely.
Just a human.
Definitely. The fuck is that supposed to mean, man? All right.
What were you even trying to say?
Stop distracting each other.
All right. So.
Wrong chat.
All right. So.
So it's all connected and a lot more pressing than we originally thought.
Yes.
Like, really pressing? I think I know somebody who's been taken by it.
Oh.
And Cordelia knows how to get us to them, supposedly.
I do?
At least there's that. Where is it?
It's, well, the entrance is, sort of, goes into a labyrinth, and it's sort of nearby, an old temple.
Like the labyrinth.
Yeah, it's underground, nearby to a overhanging. Hang on, let me remember what the description I gave you. It's underground, supposedly, in a temple that is, that hangs over an entrance to the labyrinth. I believe was the description I gave you, or something to
Yes.
those words.
Yeah.
Well, I've always wanted to see the labyrinth, so
Uh-huh.
The labyrinth.
It is not a place to just go unprepared.
No.
how do we prepare for it?
You know, I do not think
GM.
most people know.
GM.
Yes.
Do I know much about demons and or devils or
Make me a Arcana check. Yeah, Arcana.
Oh, thank you. You're
Ah,
so kind.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Sure, you can both roll.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Natural 20 for a total of for a total of 30.
Let's go. You are well versed in fiends.
Demonology.
Demonology, yeah.
16?
16?
Roll. I feel like Astra would know
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd say Astra would know some
mean-
stuff, to be fair.
Like,
You know what? I'm
information
gonna say
we
Astra
found out
doesn't need
either
to
way, but,
roll.
like-
Astra doesn't need to roll. Astra would know probably about as much as
Okay.
Cordelia does. With the 16, I'd say it's kind of around that area. So the two of you would kind of know. Yeah. Was there any specific part of it you were looking for, Veldren? Like any particular knowledge that you think you would have, or specific answer you were looking
I
for?
think any potential weaknesses, anything that could help give us a leg up in a fight, anything that could like help us prepare for
So
a fight.
you know that fiends, being here on the material plane, you would know, for Cordelia and Astra, you would know, that they do have a weakness to radiant magic, which is why Astra, that makes sense as to why your mother and your people have been kind of led the forces in keeping them back, because you have a angelic advantage over them, shall we say? And that's probably what you would know as well, Cordelia. You would know that demons don't like radiant magic. Radiant, not good for them. For you, Veldren, you would know when it comes to weaknesses that yes, they suffer a lot more to radiant magic, but you would also know that you cannot kill a fiend on the material plane. You can only dispel it back to its home plane. So you know that this, if you were to kill it, it wouldn't be killing it per se. So you don't know how much that would do. Dispelling it would certainly send it back to the hells, but you don't know how long it would stay there or when it would reform.
And is dispelling it, just so I make sure I have it right, is dispelling it like also like reducing it to like zero
Yes,
hit
if
points?
you
Would
were
that
to
just
quote
dispel
unquote
it?
kill it
Okay.
and there was a body, you would know that one day
Yes.
it will come back, the same person, looking the same, with the same memories, because it does not die per se. Its body is
Great.
destroyed when you reduce it to, when you do the equivalent of reducing it to zero, but it does not
Mhm,
permanently end.
Yeah.
As it can only do so on the in the hells.
hmm
Yeah. You would also know in terms
Gotcha.
of its another thing you probably know as well. You'd probably all know this, but they are quite prone to deals and gaining their magic through others through making said deals, which would make sense with what Cordelia and Aridia know about them making deals with certain others. You know that they wouldn't have been. No, they're not just giving out magic for fun. They get a serious benefit out of it. Whether they get a favor or leech some of their power, some of their memory, some of their strength, some of their whatever. There will be deals that will be ultimately beneficial. Demons are the ultimate gamblers, where the house always wins. So if you think you're getting a good deal, there is a back end that will screw you over.
hmm
Yeah. That's what you would know.
So the best thing we can do is dispel it. You can't kill it while it's on our plane. Well, let me rephrase. We can't kill it while it's not in the hells.
That
It'll
just
just
seems
come back
unfair.
the same. No, exactly.
I know, as I turn and look at Aridia, you're going to be very useful in that fight, not just because you're one hell of a fighter.
It is something that I am specifically very well capable of handling, yes.
I think Astra will also be quite useful. Or
This feels like what I've been trained for in a way.
by the way, what should we call you while you're
Oh. Um I don't know. I will forget.
I mean, there can be more than one Astra in the world, no?
Yeah, there absolutely
I mean,
can.
well, there actually are quite a few multiple ones.
Nope.
Mostly due to this one.
Exactly. Ish. Hopper.
Many people have named their children. Many people have named their children after Astra, the Fallen Star.
This
What?
is just Astra.
Do you not know this? You are like a
No.
cultural icon.
Yeah, you really are. It's quite strange, honestly.
I knew like 3
But I'm
Astras
just
back
a
in
human
back in my
girl.
days. You're a what?
Hmm.
Hmm,
Okay.
No.
we need to work on your lion, because you're dog shite
Yes.
at it.
Wait, no, I'm human. Guys,
Everyone make me insight checks, please, for Astra.
I rolled so good.
17.
22.
15?
it's finally come up, guys.
So-
Astra thinks she's
So
human.
18, 17, 15, and what was yours, Jay?
17.
17.
No,
Okay.
Mine was 22. It
22. Oh, okay, 22. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. You
It was
all there are some of you, like maybe those that scored on like the lower end that are a little bit like, okay, like is this like, I don't know, like does she
This is
really
joke.
believe this? I don't know. Sybil, you look at Astra. There is not a single ounce of a lie. Astra seems to genuinely believe, with their horns and their pointed elven ears and their angelic
Wings.
powers that you have seen before, that they are human. The Astra genuinely believes it.
Guys, be careful. You might give her an even worse identity crisis.
Oh, I'm
No.
not. I'm not. You think I'm gonna mess with that right now? Absolutely not. Something wild just happened earlier today. We're not diving into that right now.
Yeah. It's like that's something for later.
not
That's a later.
All of that.
Sybil's reaction before the insight check stays, where she just goes, "Okay."
Yeah, I think everyone's like, we'll
Uh-huh.
deal. Yeah.
She's being gentle parented.
Lean over to Aridia and go, oh, I can't tell if she's joking or not. Can you?
Oh, she definitely is not. Oh, sweet summer
It's even
child.
worse.
So, anyways, yes.
Awkward
What
silence.
you said? We're going to the labyrinth, correct?
Mhm.
Yes, that is where the entrance to wherever this thing is.
Sorry. Okay.
can't
Correction.
be
Sorry, because it keeps getting said, and I keep saying it. It is not in the labyrinth. It is.
near
It
an
right
alien.
above.
overhangs. It overhangs.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
there's that bit in Baldur's Gate
an
3
old
where there's the
temple.
pit that if you jump into it, there's a cutscene where you fall into the Underdark and die immediately. That.
Yes.
Think that.
Unless you have Featherfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have
It's-
Featherfall.
Yeah.
No.
It's in an
Wings.
it's in an old temple that sort of is over the labyrinth.
Right.
At least that's what Tolkien told us. I don't think she was lying, but who knows?
But I know, Jim. Would I know who Tolkien is with my connections to
Make
like
me a
the
history check.
underworld?
Make me a history
kind of?
check.
Oh fuck! God, I can't. Oh god! Oh my god! What? I think my curse is broken, guys. I think my curse is broken.
Oh,
For a history check, 24.
24. Yeah, you would know of a Tolkien. They are kind of a lower intern level
Mhm.
person, at least when you last heard of them, at a fighting ring in the kind of shadier part of town.
Mhm. I'll just go. Right, Tolkien.
Bitch got
We
what
can
she
believe.
deserved.
Oh, she's the one that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, things that are things that could help us prepare. Things that are holy, that have radiance in their uh damage. There's radiance in their effectiveness. We could always stop by a church and try to pick up holy water, holy oil. Would I know is would like normal physical weapons do anything?
Yeah, it would. It wouldn't be as effective as magical weapons or certainly celestial weapons.
Of course.
Yeah, I will say as well, if you are looking for things, there is also a magic shop that you know that exists that you would know how to find.
Yeah.
We may want to. I may want to stop by the one of the magical shops to pick up something because these, and he will pick up his short sword, won't do much.
You don't use a magical weapon?
I'm sorry that
You
seems
guys-
to be considered normal to have in a place where magic is mostly banned.
You guys use weapons?
Astra,
Sorry,
you
not
have
all of us
fought.
are blessed with the powers from the fucking stars or whatever.
Astra, you have fought with me several times now. You know, most of my effectiveness is through my weaponry.
Just look at my two swords, like.
How long have you been fighting Veldren without magical weapons? That's like weaponry 101.
You keep saying this like it's an obvious thing to be able to get. Magic is heavily licensed here, heavily regulated. It is not an easy thing to get.
Dysregulated. She points to the fucking axe on her back.
I didn't need a
Cordelia,
magic
could you
license to
tell
get
me
this
what
hat.
you do? What was that again? Sorry.
I didn't need a magic license to get this hat.
Two things that I'm going to immediately point out. Cordelia, what do you do for a job? Cordelia, what is your line of work? Breaking the law. Quite literally, breaking the law.
Depends on where you are.
You, and he will whisper this. You are Astra, the fallen star. You can get anything you want. Someone like me.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Someone like me. No, I can't.
I'd like to point out I didn't break any fucking laws to get this.
Oh, so you picked it up when you were not in Gloria, correct?
Of course not.
So logically, it's still a lot harder for someone who has not left Gloria to have a magical weapon.
You could have stolen things, Veldren.
I don't really like to steal things all that often, believe it or not.
Sybil is going to stand up and start walking.
I agree. Let's go.
I'm going to the magic
I
shop.
will. I will be following.
I don't know where it is.
Sybil walks out the door. Sybil walks back in the door. I do not know where it is.
I don't know where it is, but I feel like my point's been made.
We all follow.
I know where it is.
Is everyone going?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna. Once we get to a quiet corner, I'll cast this myself.
Okay. Roll a d20.
I'm running out of spell slots, and we're gonna go fight a demon. Everything's great.
You could just use your
We
hood to
wanna
hide.
do-
You don't have to disguise self.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been using a lot of spells to do. Okay, I'm just gonna use my hood.
I mean, will it be less effective? Sure, but you can do that. You don't have to disguise self every
I'm
time.
gonna do
This is
that.
also something. This is also something we could do tomorrow. We don't have to do it today.
That's true. Yeah.
If we want to have like all the spell slots.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
really do, because I'm so.
That's fair.
I'm gonna want him for
Um,
divine smites.
All right, so we'll do magic shop today.
Yeah.
And then
I
we'll.
will
We'll
also
go
point
pick
out
up
that-
things we need.
I will also point out, just as a time thing, that the tournament is also supposed to be tomorrow. If you're still interested in doing that,
I think this is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, handling handling a demon.
Okay. You guys are heading down to the magic shop.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you make your way back to Tides of the Arcane. Astra, you would be able to lead the way on that. You know how to find it. But yeah, you arrive, and sure enough, kind of as described before, the one of the windows is kind of like boarded up. But aside from that, it's a beautiful kind of watery, magical front with very kind of cursive writing that reads Tides of the Arcane. You step inside. Yeah, you step inside, and there's a sound of a kind of bell chime, but there is no bell. You step in, and the roof. It's kind of almost like it's very kind of dim lighting in here. Abby, you good?
Because we're doing the thing,
Mm.
tomorrow did cast Disguise Self, and I did roll.
Oh. Okay.
Abby!
I love you so much. Pop off.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want to pop off. That's the problem.
All right. Roll your
Oh,
d8.
no. 4. I don't remember what that does. I don't even know.
Oh my god!
What if I just
There's
immediately-
no way.
No, wait.
Wait, hold on. Where is it? Did we pin it? I can't remember if we pinned it.
It's in our DMs.
Is-
So
Wait,
excited
this is
for
so
this.
bad.
Okay.
So amazing.
This one's so
Okay.
bad. We haven't done this one yet.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
this one could be really bad. Okay, you specific. Yeah, you did say you went to a quiet spot. To be fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
by myself, I hope.
Would you have? Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
As a non-meta thing, would you have stepped away from the group to do it?
Well, I was
Would you
hoping
have
to at
pulled us
least go.
with you?
All right, yeah, everyone, come with me. Watch me do this
Yeah,
cool
no,
thing
I
I
would.
do.
Veldren would have
Come on,
logically gone
everyone.
with you.
Let's detour. I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Disguise Self super quick. You know
Abby-
the spell I tried to cast twice in the past?
Abby,
And I blew
how
up and
many?
then got a nosebleed?
Okay, so this is a. What level would you have been casting this at? Second, right?
It's that second, but the level does not matter.
That's true. How many spells do you have total?
I have a second and 2/3.
No, I mean, what spell? Like,
Oh,
how many spells have you
sorry.
taken?
Let me do. Are cantrips counting in this or no?
No, these
Okay,
leveled
1,
spells.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay,
I have 11.
roll me a d12.
Where the heck are my d12s?
And if you get a 12, roll again.
Okay, I got a 6.
A 6. What's the sixth spell on your spell list?
That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shatter.
You're kidding
I
me.
love you
Okay.
so much.
Okay.
And it was
Okay.
myself, so it was gonna be centered on me.
So centered on self, everyone is stood around you. Sybil walks into, I'm assuming this is an alleyway. Sybil,
Yeah, you know where objects take more damage.
Sybil, oh
Also, the
no,
really loud.
oh, Sybil steps into an
Everything.
alleyway. The rest of you follow, and as you're halfway down this alleyway, Cordelia, there's this moment where all of your hair stand up on end as you have this moment. You're like, as you recognize this type of magic, as it is something that you are close to,
Yeah.
as shatter is cast on all of you. I need everyone to
I
make me
think-
Constitution saving throws.
I think there's like right before the spell of like, this doesn't, and then the spell hits before she can say anything.
I
Oh
failed
my
my own saving throw.
This is
Everything
the
sucks right now.
Would
This
you
is the worst
consider-
one you
15.
could have gotten. Oh
Everything's going
no!
fine.
This is the worst spell you could have gotten, and this is all.
Jay, no. Jay,
Oh,
no.
It's okay.
One.
Hey, Jay, guess what?
No.
We'll
Okay.
both take
Never mind.
13 points of.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine.
anyone who
That's
rolled
okay.
under a 16 on their con save take how much
23.
damage?
I rolled a 15.
13.
I rolled a
13.
13.
13 thunder damage and half for those that. Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
which means the walls around you would take damage too.
Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong.
Fuck. Okay.
Should I just use the
Everything's
thing?
gone.
Should I just use the thing that I just got?
No. I don't
There are
think
gonna be
so.
far.
No,
there are gonna be
no,
far
no,
worse situations
no.
where you get this.
Okay,
Truly,
because I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to use the
I,
thing
I wouldn't
just
use
got.
it immediately. I wouldn't.
Okay, I don't.
As much as this sucks,
I feel like
y'all are gonna be resting soon. If you're doing the demon thing
Yeah.
tomorrow, you're not
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
expecting to get into combat for a bit. So
this is manageable.
yeah, this is manageable.
Yeah.
13 damage is
Really?
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I would rather you use it whenever it's like bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is fine. This is fine.
I mean, this could happen in combat where you're actively fighting. So
Yeah.
I think
that's
there
the
are going to
thing,
be worse situations for sure. As much as this
Definitely.
sucks.
Is the freaking bracelet glowing?
Yeah. You cast Shatter. Everyone around you, there is a moment where there is a very loud crack sound as thunder damage kind of collapse all around you. You all kind of like are rigid for this moment as this damage kind of hits you. The stone along both walls around you kind of doesn't break, but it definitely, there is a crunch sound and there are definitely some cracks that were not there before. And yeah, Sybil, your gauntlets.
Okay.
And then it fades
So-
away.
I think what happens for Sybil is like what people had seen the first time she had cast Shatter in our first combat, how it like
Mhm.
threw her back. I think it like throws her, just like slams her against the wall.
Oof.
And she's just like, oh. Okay. And then she sees the bracelet glowing and just gets the flash of Bishop
Oh,
and is like, okay. Everyone needs to leave right now.
Are you okay?
Right.
Sybil? No, what is happening?
I will meet you guys there.
You don't know where you're going.
You're right. Got me there. I will meet you guys back at the tavern. Okay?
What do you mean?
No. We stick together.
There's no
Especially
time.
after.
Sybil, do not
I will
make me
be-
throw you over my shoulder.
I am able to get out of this. I know I can. Just please,
Get out of what?
they'll recognize all of you. Just I don't have time. I'm gonna. There, that's an 8. I'm gonna disguise myself, and I did it this time. And I'm gonna start running away because they can track this. I'm gonna try to lose them.
Okay. Where are you going? As you see Sybil
Around.
disguise themselves and they just run.
I'm going around. The goal is to just do a confusing path
Mm-hmm.
until the glow goes away, and then meet them.
Oh,
back at
the glow's
tavern or
already
something.
gone away.
Okay.
It was a momentary thing that lasted a few seconds.
Okay. Because last time they were able to track with it. That's where, like,
So
after it had happened.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying not
Have I
to
misunderstood
I'm trying not to
everything?
meta knowledge this. You don't know that for sure. Is what I'll say. They found you. You don't know if it was directly to that location or if they just got lucky because things happened in the area. Is all I will say. So you don't know for sure yet.
Okay. I'm very confused now. Because it was after the bracelets had glowed after the incident that it happened, and then the bracelets were still glowing at that. So I just want to make sure. Then never mind. I don't do that, I guess.
Okay, sorry, that might have been my confusion. Sorry.
Okay. Then forget that. I don't know.
You can try and take a loop around if you're trying to stay away from the group. You can absolutely do that.
I just thought when that stuff had happened, that's what triggered.
They're
the
not.
chain
They're
of
not.
events.
They may have been glowing then. They are not glowing now.
Got it. Okay.
They glowed briefly and then it went away. That time might have been a
Okay,
one-off.
Then I'm not gonna do any of that.
Okay.
Then I will just disguise myself again to try to make sure that I'm disguised, and then we can go to the magic shop.
Okay.
I'll just say, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine, Sybil.
As soon as we're out of here, I won't have to be using as much magic to disguise myself, and then we won't have to worry about that.
Maybe we can find you something while we're here.
That's okay.
To help.
It's fine.
And as we walk, I'll walk next to Sybil as we go.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You arrive at the magic shop. And yeah, as I described before, you see the kind of shop front that looks very kind of nice and very pretty, kind of blue, wavy kind of colors. But then there's also a mix of purple with the kind of magical essence of it. But then a kind of boarded up window that kind of seems very out of place. You step inside and there's the sound of a bell chime, but there is no bell. You step in and it's a very kind of plush, kind of small boutique type place. The roof is kind of decorated with like little crystals that look like stars. You step in and turning to face you is an individual. You see what seems to be a kind of young-looking Triton man. He wears a kind of scale mail kind of belt kind of skirt that looks like it could be protective, but is more of a fashion statement. And then he wears a sash across his chest where you can see some rippling muscles. He's quite well built. But then you see some kind of scarring, just kind of poking out his upper body. He has a quite kind of pointed face, but then a kind of like shaggy beard and some shaggy hair and kind of almost a luminescent, glowing yellow eyes as he kind of turns to the group of you. These multicolored bangles on his wrists, and he kind of turns to the group and he goes, Hello. Welcome to Tides of the Arcane. What can I do for the group of you?
Hi, hello, yes. I'm a local adventurer actually, and I was looking to try to find something that could make my hunting a bit more effective.
I see. Effective in what way? Is there a particular weapon you are looking for? Something more defensive, perhaps, or something more magical in nature? What are you in the market for?
Magical in nature. You see, I've just
Hmm.
had a couple of contracts come up, and it seems it's uh, a breed of a not so normal variety that I need to take care of.
I see. Well, before we proceed any further, may I see your magic license?
Yes, of course, and he will provide the uh,
A
uh,
license, yeah.
second circle level license.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay. Yeah. He looks it over. Kind of takes a second. Looks at it. Looks at you. Kind of looks it over a little bit. A few moments go by. He passes it back. That checks out. Perfect. What is there any particular magic item you might be looking for? A sword, a shield, any type of magic that might be preferred, perhaps?
A base enchantment should do. I'm not looking for anything too terribly fancy, as I'm afraid it might not be within my budget.
Course.
Um,
Well, if you let me know
just
what your
enough to
budget
get over
is,
any
perhaps I
resistance.
can help you.
So I currently
Hmm.
have not a lot. I have about 70 gold on me.
70 gold. Okay.
Mhm.
Like,
So honestly, Veldren's
right.
looking for anything, like anything that could be considered magical, even something that has like a small enchantment on it to make it glow to get over the resistances.
Um, I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm having to, off the top of my head, think of radiant magic items. Let me
Not
see.
even radiant, not even radiant per se, but
No,
like
just magical, just enchantments.
even if it's just a +1, anything that can be considered magical, so he doesn't have to like have half damage on
Uh,
the
well,
devil.
he kind of is like, well, for that kind of budget, and he'll kind of walk you
Always
past a
has a
lot of
base.
the items and weapons and such, and we'll
Hmm.
take you over to a shelf of scrolls. Um, and he'll produce one, and it's like, this, if it wouldn't be a permanent effect, but if you needed it for a certain amount of time, this scroll will make your weapon magical in nature. I
Perfect.
forget the exact name of the spell, but it's the one that makes your weapon magic for a bit.
Magic. It's called magic
Is it
weapon.
just called magic weapon?
Yeah.
It's a scroll of magic
Yep.
weapon.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Quite literally wonderful.
All right. I'll probably run you about 30 gold.
Of course. Here, he will
Yeah.
hand it over.
All right. Yeah. Um, whilst this transaction is happening, is anyone else looking for anything, having a browse around the shop at all? Astra has her crown? Question mark?
Yeah. So would they recognize Astra from the hat that she's wearing? Because she was there literally a few hours earlier.
I mean, would you want them to? I mean, I'm not gonna make them. If you want them to recognize you, you can't. I mean, put it this way: you're wearing the hat. If you were to speak, it's still your voice.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Um. Do you know where I might be able to sell this?
Oh, I didn't recognize you for a moment there. I'm glad it's
That's the point.
yes, of course, of course. I'm glad it's working quite well for you. You're hoping to sell this? Oh my god. Are you sure? Very kind of wide-eyed looking at this very intricate looking crown. Uh, um, I mean, that's certainly a one of a kind item. Are you sure?
the the only person that I was really keeping this for, in a way, is, died, so I don't want it.
Oh, I see. Well, I certainly wouldn't have to question whether it's genuine or not. I can certainly tell if it's coming from you that it is. But if perhaps I might be able to just inspect it myself just a little, and perhaps cast a little enchantment on it. Nothing. I won't damage it. I promise.
Yay!
Yeah. I'll just kind of take it, and we'll just very gingerly place it down. He's going to cast Identify. And kind of like looks it over, and we'll kind of pull out a little like one of those like miniature, those like miniature like telescope things that you kind of like hold over your eye. We'll kind of just like look it over, like, oh yes, all genuine crystals, yes. And wow, I mean this one is worth that much on its own. And well, I mean this thing is worth a small fortune on its own. Are you, again, I have to ask, are you certainly sure you want to sell this? I mean, there are definitely people that would take it. It's just, I mean, it's, like I said, one of a kind.
Well, yeah, it's just a hunk of metal and stones. I don't.
I see. Well, I mean, there may be other places in town that might be willing to buy it from you. They might question where you got such an item. If you were to not be yourself, shall we say. But I would be willing to purchase it from you discreetly. Well, let's see. Let me check my budget real quick. And he just like looks through some pouches and is like, I would be willing to buy this from you. Again, if you're certainly sure. Shall we say 7,000 gold?
Hey, chat, is Astra getting ripped off or not? I have no idea.
You can insight
I
check him
have-
if you want.
And I'm just gonna have Cordelia just kind of move behind Astra a little bit, but not say anything
I'll
yet.
Veldren-
I'll insight check
Hey,
them. Lucky me
Veldren-
ball.
I think
There
Veldren
you go.
choked. No, he doesn't. He doesn't react at all.
8 + 4 is 12.
12? Yeah, he
Yeah.
seems genuine. He's made you an offer.
Sure.
All right. Well, yeah, he'll kind of just like take the animal, place it. He will, step to the back and will go and grab a very delicate-looking cushion. We'll very gently put it on it, and then we'll put it in like a glass box. We'll kind of like take it and put it.
Meanwhile, Astra just
Uh,
pulled it out of their satchel.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll just very daintily place it down nearby, kind of behind the desk, and then we'll start drawing out a pouch of gold, and we'll start counting out the. He'll probably do it to. Well, he would do it to you in platinum because that's too many coins. But he would give you the equivalent in platinum of 7,000 gold.
700 platinum.
Yes.
700 platinum.
Yeah.
700 platinum.
Yeah, 700 platinum.
hey guys, we should buy a diamond.
I think we should buy a ship.
Yep.
Was I
We
doing
could
the
buy a
right
diamond,
money?
though. We could buy a diamond.
Here would be a place to buy one. There are other things.
I'm
on the
leaving
side.
that up to Astra.
Yeah.
That's Astra's money.
Mhm.
Yeah, can I also get
Mm.
Um. A diamond for revivify, if
Oh, yes.
possible.
Looking for diamond dust. Yes, of course. I believe that's normally 300 gold's worth, I believe, for that spell, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 100 or 300? I forget. GM is forgetting in this moment. I believe it's 300.
It's
Not one that I
it's
currently.
$300 diamond for Revivify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. So, yeah, 300 gold in diamond dust. It's like,
Okay.
yes, I have the diamond dust that I can sell you if you would like that. I have a couple in stock, but 300 gold's worth I can certainly provide you if you would like that.
You.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It gives 30 platinum pieces, I guess.
Yep. And there you go. You will give you that. You have the equivalent of 300 GP of diamond dust. It can be used for revivify.
Yes.
Yippee!
Diamond.
Do you have third level spells
Add.
yet?
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go.
We're level 5.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
She's got
You're so right.
Revivify a little too late.
It's fine.
Oh.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh.
Okay. Moving on from that.
Oh.
Jesus. Moving on from that.
Does anybody need items on me?
I think Veldren is looking incredulous right now. But Veldren would shake his head.
Yeah.
I'm all good with this, and we'll hold up the scroll of magic weapon.
Mm-hmm. Anything for anyone else before you head out? No? Okay. In that case, yeah, you guys head on out of the shop. And you what direction would you be heading? Would you be heading back to the to the tavern then? If you guys are gonna be resting, then if that's the plan. Or do you have other things you would like to do?
Anything from anyone?
At some
Because
point,
Veldren's fine going.
At some point, I just need to check on the outsiders' hideout just to make sure that the Rune Children got there safely. Doesn't
Yeah.
need to be RP'd out.
No,
just
absolutely. You
a
can
little
absolutely do
check-in.
that. You've definitely got time in the day. You and Veldren can go double check. They made it there safely. They're there. They're fine. All is good with that. Yeah.
I'm probably not going to stay there anymore just
Mhm.
because of the fact bracelets can track. So
Yeah.
keep everyone safe there to keep that hideout safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably be staying at the tavern from now on.
Okay.
I think after we get out of the shop, Cordelia just looks at Astra and goes, I really didn't want to overstep, but I'm really fucking awful at not doing that. You really got to learn how to negotiate.
Oh.
Ever accept the first price? I definitely think you could have got him to throw in the diamond and Veldren's item with everything.
Oh. I mean, I don't know how much it was worth. I just I've had it my whole life, so
Tip for later. I actually think I might go down to the docks to see exactly what the price is here for a ship. Is different everywhere. Might be quite different from when I bought mine. Anyone
Sounds
would
like a
like
very
to
good
join?
idea.
Welcome to.
It might be best if I stay away from everything right now. So I'm probably just going to head back to the tavern.
Veldren will look to the other two. Just awaiting their answer.
I could go with you. Maybe not holding all this coin.
Yeah, dogs are quite notorious for pickpocketing, so probably
Would you
not.
like me to take it back? Would you like me to take it back for you, Astra?
Yeah.
Of course.
Heavy bag of coin.
He will take it and slip it on the inside of his cloak to where it is broken line of sight.
She better get all of her coin bag.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Yeah, probably gonna eat it.
So who is heading where then, just to confirm, just before we wrap up?
Astra
I
with
would-
Cordelia.
Okay.
I would head back to the tavern.
So
You're
You're
Right.
heading
Everest
back
is-
to
With Sybil, right?
And
Yes,
me.
with Sybil.
Everyone as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So just Astra and Cordelia
Right.
going down to the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right before Veldren leaves, can I just grab their arm and kind of just whisper in their ear? She's a ticking time bomb, and I'm not talking about the magic.
Sybil's fine.
She's not.
She'll be
And you and
okay.
I know it. So talk to her. Because it seems like
What
you
do you
might be
think?
the only one she does talk to.
What do you think I planned on? She'll be okay. She's strong.
Alright. Still want to go by Astra when you're... Or do you want something else? I bet I could come up with something.
You don't like my disguise?
No! That's not what I said. That's not what... No, I just meant... Are you sure you still want to go by your name that a lot of people know? Also, just in general, it's good to not always use your name so people don't know who you actually are.
Maybe we could spitball some nicknames on the walk.
How do you feel about Ash?
Yo, that's kind of sick.
Similar enough, but different.
Astra absolutely
Sure.
says it just like that. That sounds
Yeah.
kind of sick.
Okay.
Oh, that's sick.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right.
with-
And as we walk, just okay. So lesson 1 in negotiating a price: never take the first price. Always try to ask for more than you actually want, because then you're gonna
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And yeah. As our groups kind of split off, some going back to the tavern and two heading down to the docks, that is where we're going to wrap up today's episode. All right, everybody. That was we went a little long there. Apologies. We just had to wrap some stuff up at the end there. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone who came into the new channel. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't followed already, be sure to hit that follow button. We're trying to get to that 50 followers so we can hit affiliate. So we can, you guys can get channel points. We can start doing rewards and stuff. We can do that soon, hopefully. We are going to be planning some more streams too soon as well. There might be some fun little cast gaming streams happening soon on here. So yeah, look out for those. But with that, then I'm gonna pass it on to my wonderful cast to do some outros, and we're gonna go in stream order. So we're gonna start with Morgan.
Hello, my name is Morgan, otherwise known as Attack on Morgan. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Attack on Morgan. Obviously, you can catch me here every other week, guesting in Tales of Agius for as long as they'll have me. On opposite weeks, you can catch me on the Dyson Autism Twitch channel as a part of New Rawless, where I play everybody's favorite resident sad girl, Zelvi. You can also find me on the Pick Your Poison Productions YouTube channel. I do the Roguelike Rumbles, live interactive immersive battle royale, D&D meets Hunger Games meets WWE wrestling. The next Rumble is on June 12th, and I will not be playing in it, but I will be there as I have friends playing in it, and it's the anniversary Rumble. So it's the 4th anniversary Rumble, as it's been 4 years since the Rumble started, and I played the very first one. It's very special. So if you live in the Los Angeles area, come out to the Roguelike Tavern in Burbank, California, June 12th. Rumble starts at 8 p.m. And if you're like, I don't live in LA, great. Check out Pick Your Poison Productions on YouTube and Twitch, as it will be streamed on there live, and the video will be put up after the fact. I also do Rumble Ventures, little one-shots set in that world, and I do Dreadful, a horror-based TTRPG stream where every time we play, it's a different horror-based TTRPG. You can also vote for me for Best D&D Player for the Crit Awards. Another amazing shout out to all of my fellow nominees, as I am so incredibly honored to be included with some really talented, amazing people. So you can vote for me for the Crit Awards. You can follow my socials on how to vote. You can check out the Crit Awards on how to vote, and also vote Tales Guild for best upcoming YouTube channel. That would be so cool. Also, tomorrow is my preview show for my show that I am in. I am in a show at the Hollywood Fringe Festival. It is called The Brixton Banshees. It was written by Madeline Mason, aka The Goose Girl. And it was directed by Maria, aka Tea Time with Maria. Both of them play in Stars in the Night. And it's a show about 4 teenage girls set in 2011 who are part of a Harry Potter-themed wizard rock band. But it's not about Harry Potter because fuck J.K. Rowling. She's a stupid, stinky turf bitch. It's about fandom and fandom culture and teenage girlhood and how hard it is to be a teenage girl. Our preview is tomorrow, but we have shows all throughout the month of June as a part of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Our tickets are $10, and we have some really fun theme nights. June 13th is our late night show, so come in your PJs. It's sleepover themed. And June 26th is our cosplay themed show. Come in any cosplay from any fandom except Harry Potter, because fuck J.K. Rowling. It's really great. The whole cast and crew is LGBTQ+ in one way or another, so we really are J.K. Rowling's worst nightmare. So if you have a complicated relationship with Harry Potter and you miss fandom culture and the way that it was, and you want to just come out and support a really cool and funny and awesome show, we've got everything. We've got video projections, we've got Star Kid references, we've got live music, including an original song. It's gonna be a great time. And if you're like, Morgan, I don't live in LA, I can't come see it, keep an eye out, because maybe there will be a way to see a video of it. I don't know. Keep an eye out. That's all for me. Make sure you check out all these amazing, wonderful people, as they're so cool and talented.
Heck yeah. All right. Next we'll go to Jay.
Ooh, me? Wait, really quick.
Yep.
Aridia.
God. Jay.
They're getting worse.
Yep.
You all did this. Remember, every time you cringe,
Jay, do
you
your
all
outro.
did this.
I need to find a
No.
cliff.
Oh my god.
My name is Jay. You can find me at all of my socials at Sequo, Sequo, unless it's Blue Sky, which go follow me over on Blue Sky at Voice of Jaca, Jaca. I don't have a whole lot going on. You can find me here every other week playing Veldren Filva, everyone's favorite therapy, like going to therapy rogue. Every other Monday. This Monday, and then every other Monday, you can find me playing Calliope in Stars in the Night, our magical girl-esque masks campaign, GM'd by the wonderful B here. You can also find me on alternating Wednesdays where I'm not here on the Dyson Autism channel playing Harlan McCown at your service. Other than that, you might see me around here and there on this channel whenever we eventually decide to do games and everything. We gotta do that. We gotta do that at some point, guys. We really gotta do that at some point. And yeah, keep an eye out for me in other places. Go vote for not go vote for Crit Awards, not even specifically Tales Guild, but vote for whoever you want to vote for because we love everyone.
All right.
That's me.
Next, we will go to Abigail.
All right. Howdy. There, everything's been restored. Doesn't everyone feel better now? Anyways. Anyways, episode 4 of Echoes of Hector is out, everyone. We are so freaking back. Gosh, I'm losing my voice. Let me try to get through this before things get bad. Y'all, this is the final 3 episodes coming up. So this is episode 4, and then episode 5 comes out this next Saturday, and then the finale, episode 6, will come out the following Saturday. And everything's falling apart, which is incredible. Brit did such a good job at making things get exponentially worse every single episode. Please go watch it. It's so good. It's the Walking Dead ttrpg, and I play Charlie Alves, who is the farmer playbook. And she's just a little gal from a small town. And oh yeah, and there's my cue card. Yeah, go vote for the Crit Award finalists for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel. Genuinely, we are surrounded by such incredible people and dear friends of ours. So genuinely, there is no wrong for every single category. There's no wrong way to vote. Just go vote. It's so fun to go check out the cool creators. And speaking of Echoes of Actor, Bryn herself, RGM, got nominated for Best Game Master for an indie game, and it is for Echoes of Actor. So please go support, go watch Echoes of Actor, go give Bryn so much love, and check out Somebody's Heroes, where I play Aina, who is a temporal anomaly from over 2,000 years ago, and is now here in Tauliva. And Tauliva is gonna fall, so she went from one apocalypse to another. And so everything's going really, really well for her. So good, everything's going really great for her. So you should probably listen to Somebody's Heroes, The Fall of Tauliva. And there's so many things I want to talk about that I can't talk about right now. So just stay here. Don't go.
All right. And next up, we'll go to Jet.
Hi, I'm Jet or Pingu, also known as, Cause Pingu, all across the interwebs. You can find me exclusively here. Exclusively on this Crit Award nominated channel. Every other Wednesday you can find me playing Astra, our lovely star girl, here at Tales of Agius. But then starting next week, and then every other week after that, you can find me and Hands here doing Tales Guild Table Talks, where we talk ttrpg nonsense and all sorts of things. I need to make a promo for this. Aha! We need to figure out overlays. Aha! We need to schedule a time to talk. But yeah, you can find me exclusively here. And yeah, there's that cool thing in the background.
What? What?
Yeah.
Amazing. And then last but certainly not least, we have our wonderful Hans.
Hi, 'tis me, the least. Hands. You can find me. You can find me across all social medias at HandsK. It's the same everywhere. I'm easy. Yeah, Wednesdays, just on this channel now, alternating between table talks and playing Aridia, who is totally not in her feels and is perfectly fine. Besides that, hey, Crit Award stuff happening? Wild. I can't tell you who to vote for, just that you should get out and vote. Because we had over 20,000, we had 20,300 individual nominations this year. which was massive in a month. So shout out to everyone who nominated any of the amazing creators that are on the list this time. And for the ones that like didn't get through this year, so many incredible projects. Like, just continue to share and promote creators across the space. But in the first 48 hours, we did have over 2,000 votes already. So if you haven't voted, make sure to get out and vote. Can't tell you who to do it for, though. Ignore the sign behind Jasper.
Wow. Wow.
Betrayal. And if you want to come hang out with the board and a whole bunch of other creators on Free ttrpg Day, we'll be hosting an event over at the Roguelike Tavern in Burbank on June 21st. It'll be a Saturday. Starts at 7:30, and there's going to be a super cool, fun event. So maybe just show up, channel your inner fantasy creature, and come vibe with us. We'd love to have you there. Beyond that, watch my socials for some Pride one-shots because it is June. And then in July, keep an eye out. There's a couple projects in July coming out. And that's me.
Right, wonderful. And then, hey everybody, it's me. I'm B. I DM Tales of Agius. You can find me here every other Wednesday, GMing Tales of Agius. And then every other Wednesday, you can find me over the Dyson Autism channel, playing Myla, my wonderful tiefling, in Neuralis. And then for the third episode over on Mondays, so this upcoming Monday. No, sorry, wait. No? Yes. No, we just had it this Monday. Never mind, my brain is so small. I'm so sorry, guys. It's late and I'm tired. Not next Monday, but the Monday after, we will be having our final episode of... What? No, we had it this week. It just it literally this week. Don't stop pointing.
Oh,
Stop throwing
I'm
me
dumb
off.
then.
Stop throwing me off. Anyway,
I'm dumb then.
Anyway, let me finish. We will. So the final, third episode, not final. Sorry. The third episode of Stars in the Night will be happening on the Dyson Autism channel. And then after that, it will be moving over here. So it will be coming over. We're going to do one last episode of Stars in the Night over there. And then we'll be bringing it over here. So yeah, soon you'll be able to find Stars in the Night over here as well. Please go check out, my brain. Please go check out Error 313, on all the podcasting platforms. It is our sci-fi drama show. All episodes of season 1 are out, so you can go and enjoy that in its entirety. And season 2 is currently in the works, so get excited for that. And then obviously, yeah, please go vote for us in the Crit Awards, for best upcoming YouTube channel, and of course, go support our wonderful player Morgan, and go vote for Morgan as best D&D player. And yeah. I think that is everything. I think we would go raid someone right now, but when we tried to do it last time, we couldn't. Because I think Twitch has settings where non-affiliates can't raid people. So we can't raid anyone right now. So get us to affiliate, everybody. And we can do that. We're getting pretty close. We're 42 followers now, so we are very close to that 50. So tell your friends. If you see people who haven't followed us over here yet, on the old channel, make sure to send them over here so they can catch up on all the series over here. We love your faces, and we will see you all in 2 weeks' time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
everyone.